let's get into the other, the debtor side, the dirty,
the dirty, the nitty gritty of it all.
See that dirty, man.
Dirty.
The dirty laundry.
This is a great tool right here. So when you get into, the member menu and you go over to debtor database, that's where you truly see the real red flags and the green ones and the yellow ones. But mainly the red is like the most important because that's kind of going to dictate the pulse or like the backbone of the partnership you're looking to have. So, I'm not here to put anybody on blast at all. I just want to highlight the fact that we have this opportunity to vet better partnerships and at least see where they're in good standing. It's almost like you're shaking hands with a stranger that's asking you for a loan, or you're shaking hands with your friend that's asking you for a loan. A lot of these are handshakes with strangers. So if you want to look at it, I'll type in a couple of these companies for a review, and anyone that cares to go on this platform as well, you could do your own due diligence and dig a little bit deeper on the companies you have more interest in. So let's just say, for instance, I'll type in these guys that seem to be the talk of the industry right now for not paying.
And so people know too, just to preferences, we have no ownership in this website. We don't get paid from them.
No.
This is something we think everyone needs to pay attention to. This can save your business. And so this is what we do as the voice for some of the industry to be able to say, like, take a look at this. This is unbelievable.
Yeah. So this section of the platform shows the amount of collections that have been submitted. So everything on the left are entities that have filed against them. If you go look at the date, you could go back to 2021 and you could stay current with everything there. On that point, you could see the dollar amount, the claim amount right here.
Those are big numbers.
Oh yeah. This is that 1.3.
Okay. So this is what you looked up. And then now these are showing the people that are owed.
Yeah. So you could look at the date, you could look at the amount that's been made right or hasn't been made anything at all. And you could go further down and truly see these numbers. That's still lingering. That's still lingering. And then the further down you get, guys, it's going to get red. And then you want to hit
5,000, 33,000.
Oh, so it's going from 2021 to like all through 2023.
Yeah.
They're still doing it.
Look how far they're racked
just
up.
Ongoing.
Holy cow.
And
So this is what you're basically mentioning when you say predatory purchasing.
Yeah.
When you owe this many people, it's like for all the street people, right? Like if you got a front from someone and you blatantly didn't pay that person, and then you go to the next person and get another front and then blatantly don't pay that person, you end up getting a rep in the whole community that, oh, yo, that dude doesn't pay. That dude's bad news. That dude's a piece of shit. And then it gets around, word gets around, and yeah, they end up burning all their bridges. But wouldn't you like to know if get the tip off beforehand about that person
100%.
Before you give them all your fucking money?
You couldn't have said it better.
So that's what this website is. Like, so we're playing in the legal bounds of the rules they've implemented, the game they've presented. This is total fair play.
Yeah.
But if you don't got the tools, if you don't got the information, if you don't got the knowledge or the know-how, you're going to just fall right into the trap. So at these days, margins being so thin, operations costing so much, inflation's costing so much for everybody just to stay in business. It's not fair to the teams. It's not fair to the brands. You should have a resource or a tool where you can look and be like, oh, whoa, these people owe hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not over $1 million.
This is over $1 million.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
over $1 million.
There's a lot of red right there.
And look
guys.
how it's spread out. So that it's not the same place. It's different spots, different
36,000, 20,000.
Yeah. That's recently submitted too. That's on the 6th of January.
Wow.
One was $58,000.
Wow.
There's some six figures up there too.
Bro.
It's sad.
Wow.
But there's no consequence. And people issuing licenses, if they were to review this, they're still going to honor licenses to people that are operating like this, unfortunately. They're like, oh, you're not paying your vendors. Oh, that's on them. I've even called the DCC. And I was like, hey, what does anybody do about people not paying their bills? Is there any kind of like consequence or anything for operating unprofessionally? And I was like, no, you should be getting COD. And I'm thinking, who really has COD when you guys tax so hard and there is no real buffer and the economy is what it is? Like, you can't really dictate the pulse of the industry at all right now. It's kind of day by day. And, it's just sad that they don't care,
They're so out
but
of
they
touch.
love to, rub their hands together to take your money.
And so people know, they're like, oh, well, you should just be COD. Yeah, you can't be in this industry because damn near not one shop will do that. They all want 15 to 30 day terms, 7 at the minimum. I mean, minimum. And so you thinking like, well, I only deal COD anyway. You'll go out of business.
Absolutely.
Year one in this industry. The whole business is built on you distributing product to retailers and then them paying the taxes and paying you for that product.
And the sad part about it is the industry is almost structured around terms because of how it's been set up. Nobody has the money to be able to cash out the vendors that they would like to support and cash out. They're literally at the mercy of the structure of the industry, and it wasn't fairly structured, unfortunately. So here we are, most people are honoring terms in hopes of a good partnership, and it's just an absolute mess. And I just hope that it kind of gets fine-tuned a little bit so everyone's happy in their lane and there's good business practice going on. I feel a lot for the retailers, man. Like the responsibility that they have ever since the excise tax is in their hands to be responsible for, dude, that's a game changer. I'd be clenching real tight.